Good afternoon, everyone. This is Melissa with Santosha Yoga, getting ready for level 2. As you make your way to the live stream, if you have any questions or requests, you can put them in the chat box. If anybody's online, wants to say hello. We have a sunny day here in Indiana, but it's a bit more brisk than it has been the last few days, so looking forward to get my toes warmed up as we go through the yoga practice today. Hey, Stephanie. Guessing you're a bit warmer down there in Texas. Here comes my furry friend to say hello. Hey, Sombrita. Ooh, inversions. All right. I could use some of those too. That sounds really nice. Just planning on starting off with some extra abs today, and then we'll work our way to inversions. Anybody else have a request? Okay, welcome everyone. This is Level 2 Yoga. I'm Melissa, one of the instructors with Santosha School. We'll have a 60-minute practice today. We've had a request already for some inversions, and we'll be starting out with a bit of ab work. So go ahead and find a seat. We'll just take a few minutes to gather ourselves. Center yourself, bring your hands to heart center, take a few breaths. Trace your inhale and your exhale up and down your spine. Let's open our practice with one Om. Join in if you like. Have a beautiful practice today. Reclining on your elbows. First, just warming up your sacrum. So inhale, open your heart, reach with your tailbone. Exhale, press your sacrum down to the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl, chin in. A few more. And then release from your elbows onto your back. Stack your knees above your hips. And then extend both legs out 45 degrees, arms overhead. And we're going to work first just with the right leg. So exhale, lift your fingers, point up, right knee in. Inhale, open. Exhale, right knee in. We're going to keep working just the right side. Curl on the right. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Come up and hug the knee in. And now switch legs on the breath. Exhale, straighten one leg. Exhale, the other leg. Hover your shoulders above the mat. Three more sets. 3, 2, and 1. Next time your left knee comes in, hug your left knee in. Send your right leg out at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, both legs long. Exhale, left side. Hug in. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, left knee in. Last 3, 2, and 1. Alternating sides again. Right, then left. Right and left. For 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hug both knees in. Let your head fall back and rock side to side on your sacrum. Begin to rock forward and back. And come up and over onto your bellies for cobra. Inhale. Reach the crown of your head long. Draw your shoulders away. Exhale, relax a little. Few more breaths here. Last 2 breaths. See if you can hover your hands. Lower down. Interlace your fingers behind your tailbone. On the next inhale, heart and feet lift. Stay lifted. And release hands to mat. Tuck your toes. Push up to plank. And stay in plank. Rock forward and back. Side to side. We'll start by lifting your right heel. Hold with your right heel up. And we're going to do crunches. So bring your right knee to right elbow 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Return your right leg to the mat. Lift your left heel. Hover here for a few breaths. Core in, belly button in. And then 5 times left elbow and left knee, or left knee to left elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to plank, chaturanga, and make your transition to down dog. Take some breaths in down dog. Try to grow long from your fingertips to your hips. And devotional salutations, right leg steps into lunge. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, left foot meets right, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, bow. Right leg steps. Left meets right in plank. Inchworm. Let your hips sink back. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, down dog. Left side, lunge. Right meets left. Fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, bow. Left leg steps back, lunge. Right leg back to plank. Exhale to inchworm. Inhale, pull forward, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg lunge. Right meets left and fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, bow. Right leg steps back. Left meets right. Inchworm. Pull through. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we'll stay in down dog. Find all 10 fingertips. Press them into your mat. Inhale to those fingertips. Exhale, grow long through to your hips. Lower your elbows for dolphin. Interlace your hands from your elbows. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Lips towards the mat. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. And rest. Cat stretch. Knees wide. Arms long. Reconnect with your breath. Come back to your down dog and lower again to your forearms. We're going to do some little bit of inversion prep here on our forearms. So step your right foot in just a wee bit. Lift your left leg up and then hop off of your right toes. Just get a little air time. Forearm handstand. Couple more. And then lower your left foot. Step it in, lift your right heel. Hop off of your left toes. Press into your forearm, your index finger and thumb to stabilize your base. And then lower your right foot, knees wide, rest and cat stretch. Take a few nice deep breaths. Back to down dog. And walk your feet in to meet your hands. Hang in forward fold. Sway side to side. Come back to center. Uncurl slowly. Come into chair pose. Exhale, sit your hips back. We've warmed up our core. Try to find your abdominal muscles. Pull your belly button closer to your spine. Round your tailbone, tuck it under a little more. 8, 9, 10. Exhale to forward fold. Prepare for crow. Come up onto your tippy toes maybe. Lift your knees as high as you can towards your armpits. Maybe you lift one foot. Maybe you lift both. Keep breathing in your crow for 8, 9, and 10. Step or float back to plank. Transition. Back to down dog. One long breath here. Bottom of the exhale, hop or walk your feet to meet your hands. Uncurl slowly. Rotated chair. Exhale, sit back and open to your left. Option here for prayer hands, or you can split your hands. If it's in your practice and you want to do side crow, you can place your hands either side of your hip and lean into your left side. For 8, 9, and 10. Back to center. Rotated chair, opposite direction. Open to the right. Whichever arm version you did on the other side. Prayer hands or split your arms. You can stay here, or if you did side crow on the other side, bring your arms down to the outside of your right hip. And start to take the weight into your arms. For 8, 9, and 10. Back to center. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, step or float back. Transition, down dog. Right foot steps forward for lunge. And we'll do rotated lunge here. Twist towards your right leg. You can do prayer hands or split your arms. Option to bind here if you like. If you're binding, your left hand reaches under your right leg and behind you. For 8, 9, and 10. Look down, lizard. Bring both hands inside your right foot. Wing out your right leg. Really flex your right foot to activate all of your right leg muscles. Come back to center, bring weight into your hands, and hop or jump change. Rotated lunge on the left. Bringing your right arm to the outside of your left leg. It can be prayer hands here, or if you want to bind, reach your right arm around your left leg and twist. Release the bind for lizard. Both hands come inside your left foot. Wing your left knee out. Flex your left foot for the last few breaths. Really engage all your left leg muscles. Bring weight back into your hands. Transition back to plank and through to down dog. Right leg steps. We'll work in the side plane. Inhale, reach both arms. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach right. And when you're ready, express for triangle. Half moon. Look down. Reach your right fingertips forward. Add your balance. Really flex your top foot. Lift it up and away from you. Play with the balance. Maybe lift your bottom fingertips up off the floor. And come back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left. Some nice pops today. And when you're ready, reach left, express for triangle. Half moon. Reach your left fingertips forward. Flex your top foot. And reach that foot up towards the ceiling and away towards the edge of your mat. Maybe balance, lifting your fingertips off the floor for 8, 9, and 10. Back to center. Warrior 2. Right toes turn out. When you're ready, add your arms. Exalt your warrior. Bring your right arm up. Option to bind, bringing your right hand behind your head, left fingers up behind you. Side angle. Option to bind in your side angle. Reaching your right arm under your right leg. Open your left shoulder, your top shoulder up towards the ceiling. 8, 9, 10. Reach both arms and come back to center. Warrior 2 on the left. Find your core. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Exalt. Option to bind here. Keep your core engaged. And press your head back into your arm if you have the bind. Side angle. Bind here if you did on the other side. Left arm reaches under your left thigh. Open your right shoulder up towards the ceiling. For 8, 9, and 10. Release both arms and come back to center. Hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Ooh. Let your head be heavy. You can shake it yes and no. You have option here for tripod headstand. Make a triangle with your head at the top, hands at the base. Let the crown of your head come to the floor. And you can just practice taking a little weight into your hands, crown of your head. Or if headstand is in your practice, all the way up. Keep breathing. You might be in tripod headstand with your knees on your elbows. That's okay too. It's a process. Last 3, 2, and make your way back down. Ooh. Walk your hands out under your shoulders for 3 lion's breaths. Inhale, weight back. Exhale, yawn. Inhale back. Exhale. Last one. Then walk or hop your feet together. Uncurl to standing. And we'll do some balancing poses. Let's start with standing head to knee pose. First, hug your knee in close to your chest. And then interlace both hands underneath your right foot. Start by pulling your belly into your spine, rounding your shoulders. And then once everything is curled in nice and tight, start to extend your right leg if you feel comfortable. Breathe here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your knee back in and lower your right foot. And then hug in your left knee. Make a stirrup under your left foot. Hug your knee in towards your shoulder. Pull your belly button into your spine. Round across your back. When you're ready, start to extend your leg. Breathe here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your foot back in and lower down. Whew. Airplane to standing splits. Right toes step back and start to take your weight into your left foot. You can stay in airplane or reach down for your mat or for your ankle. Standing splits. And try to square both hips towards your mat, but especially the hip that's up in the air. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale back up through airplane and back to standing. Left toes step back, airplane pose. If you did on the other side, you can reach for your mat or your ankle for standing splits. Square your left hip towards the mat. Keep breathing here for 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, halfway up, back through airplane, and then all the way through standing. Make your way to the top of your mat. Feet come to the edges of your mat for arm binding. Reach down, thread your right shoulder through behind your right knee. If you can bind behind your sacrum. Bend and straighten. Release the bind on the right side. Thread your left shoulder through behind your left knee. Maybe reach palm face out behind you with your left hand. And reach up and over with your right arm to bind. Or maybe your fingers just touch. Wherever you are, inhale, soften your knees. Exhale, lift your hips. Couple more breaths. Release the bind on the left. Sway side to side. Prepare for both arms through. This time, try to thread both shoulders behind both knees as far as you can. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze your knees into your shoulders. Breathe here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down for firefly or dangling. Place your hands behind your heels. Start with dangling if you want. Maybe just lift one foot, then the other. Maybe can cross one ankle over the other. Breathe here. Also option to straighten your legs. 7, belly in. 8, lift your hips. 9, and 10. Make your way back through down dog. Transition of your choice. And then from down dog, transition to lying on your back. Hug both knees in. Rock side to side. Massage out your sacrum. Send your left leg long. Hug your right knee in. Hamstring stretch. Send your right heel to the ceiling. Grab onto your right foot. Resist your own leg. Have your leg pull away and your arms pull your leg close to you. Resist yourself, but engage your leg muscles. Open to the side. Maybe your gaze shifts over to your left fingertips. Inhale, bring your leg back through center. Cross over, stack your hips. Now your gaze shifts back over your right shoulder. Lengthen, make space between your hip and your shoulders. Bring your leg back to center. Reach up, curl up, and release. Hug your left knee in. Hamstring stretch. Send your heel to the ceiling on the left side. Grab onto your leg. Press your leg into your hands into your leg, so that you're pushing and pulling against each other. Create your own resistance. Open to the side. And gaze shifts over your right shoulder, down your right fingertips. Inhale, bring your leg through center, cross over. Gaze shifts behind you, over your left shoulder. Inhale, bring your leg back up to center. Climb up your leg, reach up nose to knee, and release. Hug behind both knees, and start to rock forward and back. Massage your spine, and make your way up to boat pose. Tall spine, chest expands, wide collarbones. Can hold lightly behind your knees, or arms can go out in front of you. Breathe here for 8, 9, 10. Dangle right ankle over left, and back to boat. Breathe. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dangle left over right. Push up. Last boat. And one more dangle. Push up. Whew. And release. We're going to use the wall, if you have a wall, for handstands. If not, I'll show you another option to practice. But if you do have a wall, bring yourself to seated. And let your spine be long against the wall, your feet extended out in front of you. And then place your hands where your feet are, your ankles. With your hands there, shift all your weight over your shoulders into your hands and walk your feet up so that your feet are parallel to the floor, half handstand. Keep breathing there for 8, 9, and 10. Come down. Hug both knees in and come back for another boat. This time, if you want to do another half handstand or handstand at the wall, your choice. If you don't have a wall handy and you want to practice your handstands, come to down dog and step your foot in halfway. Lift your left foot up. Take little hops. After you do one side, lower your left foot. Inhale, right heel up. Hop off of your left toes. And wherever you are, make your way down and come back. We're going to do one more boat. And this time, let's come back for another tripod headstand. This time, we're going to be away from the wall. So just try to do it by supporting your own weight with your forearms. So make a triangle. You can actually interlace your fingers across your elbows and then release your bind with your elbows. Interlace your fingers, and that's where you can place your head right above in front of your hands. And you can tuck your toes, lift your hips. And this might be enough for tripod headstand. It's still a very nice inversion. Gets your blood flowing to your brain. If you already know how to do headstand, go for it. If you want to try another step, you can bring your knees in. Just hover your knees, or one leg at a time. Whichever version you have, breathe here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Make your way down slowly. And then come to child's pose or rabbit. Let your belly rest on your thighs. In child's pose, your arms or palms face up at your side. And roll your forehead on your mat. Give it a nice massage. And come to down dog. Do a little hip opening here. Pigeon. Step your right foot forward. And bring your right shin so that it's parallel to the front of your mat, the short edge of your mat. And tuck your back toes. Try to square your left hip towards the mat. Can lower down as far as feels comfortable to you, maybe on your forearms or your elbows. Really flex your right foot to activate all the muscles in your right leg. You can stay here, or option to go a little deeper. Thread your left arm under your right and look up towards the ceiling. Come back to center, back to plank, and make your transition to down dog. Pigeon prep, left foot forward. Really flex your left foot. Bring your left shin parallel to the front of your mat. And tuck your back toes. Use your back toes to push your right hip forward. Come down on your forearms, your elbows. Breathe to whatever feels tight in your hip, your lower back. Option to thread your right arm under. Bring your torso back to center. Make your transition back to down dog. Hop or walk your feet through to reclining. We'll do some back bends. Start with bound bridge. Interlace your fingers underneath your tailbone. Lift your hips. With each inhale, see if you can lift your hips a little higher. And with your exhale, press the length of your arms and the back of your head into your mat. Look straight up at the ceiling. A few more breaths. Option to lift your right leg. Lower right, lift left. Lower left. 8, hips a little higher. 9 and 10, lower down carefully onto your back for happy baby. Second bridge. Can do full wheel if that's in your practice. We'll still save time for fish afterwards, or another bridge of your choice, bound bridge. Remember to breathe. If you're in full wheel, press into your thumb and your index finger, inner arm line. 8, 9, and 10. Carefully come down. Hug both knees in and wrap what you can here. Try to lengthen your spine from the back of your head to your hips as fully as you can onto your mat. Plow. Take both legs, lift them up and over. And plow. Engage the back of your head, press it into the floor. And on the inhale, lift your hips a little more towards the ceiling. Sits bones go up. Can stay and plow or come to shoulder stand. Letting the blood drain from your legs back towards your heart. Any leg variations that feel nice to you, you can rotate your ankles, maybe do the splits, ride a bicycle. And start to curl your knees in towards your ears, slowly, slowly. One vertebrae at a time, lower down. Bring your hips towards your mat. Fish pose. Let your legs go long, or a full lotus is in your practice. You can do full lotus here. For fish, bring your palms face down at your sides or under your sits bones. Inhale, come up onto your elbows. Inhale, expand your rib cage side to side. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades toward each other, elbows a little closer to each other. Last 2 deep breaths. And carefully come down. Hug your knees in and rock forward and back. And come up for seated forward fold. Let both legs be long in front of you. Grab your thigh bones and pull the flesh out from under your thighs. Inhale up tall. And exhale, reach for your toes. You can bend your knees as much as you need to reach your toes. And then once you have your toes, you can use your feet, point and flex your feet to help stretch across your upper back or stretch your hamstrings. Couple more breaths. Find your abdominal muscles. On your exhale, pull your belly button in, round a little more in your lower back. And release. Come back up to seated. We'll do reverse tabletop. So hands at your sides, just slightly in front of your hips. Fingers point towards your toes. On your inhale, shift your weight into your feet. Lift your hips. Exhale, lower down and hover between your hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Couple more. On your next inhale, lift up, stay up for 3 breaths. Expand your rib cage as wide as you can on each inhale. Really fill your lungs. One more. Exhale out the mouth. And lower down to seated. We'll do from the Marichyasana series, one with the arm bind. So hug your right leg in. And bring your foot so that it's just in front of your sits bones, but there's a little space between your thigh and your foot. Bring your right arm inside your right knee. Reach forward toward your toes and see if you can wrap around the outside of your right leg. Inhale, expand your lungs. Exhale, pull your belly button in, round your back. Curl in. Couple more breaths. Draw your right knee into your right armpit. And release. And switch legs. Right leg goes long. Left knee comes in. Plant your left foot just in front of your left sits bone. Bring your left shoulder inside your knee. Reach long towards your toes and then wrap around your left knee. Inhale, expand your lungs. Exhale, curl in, belly button to spine. On your exhale, draw your left knee in towards your left armpit. And release. Wide-legged seated stretch. Bring your legs the long edge of your mat. With your hands behind you, scooch your sits bones forward. Make the widest angle that you can so that you feel a little stretch, but not too much. Don't want it to be tense. Just want it to be just at a place where you can feel it. The straight back, you can start to walk your hands out in front of you. Walk both hands over towards your right leg and frame your right knee with both hands. And then reach out closer towards your ankle. Reach across for the outside of your right foot with your left hand. Square your shoulders up with your right knee. Sit down in your right hip. Draw it away from you. Sorry, left hip. Bring your right forearm inside your right shin. Side body stretch. Left arm goes overhead. Maybe you can reach your right toes with your left hand. Open your heart towards the wall in front of you, or maybe towards the ceiling. And then carefully come back up. Walk your hands over to the left side. Frame your left knee and walk your hands out towards your left ankle. Right arm reaches towards the left outside edge of your foot. Try to square both shoulders towards your left knee. Sit down in your right hip. Side body stretch. Left forearm inside of your left leg. Inhale, reach up and over towards your toes. Still sit down in your right hip. Open your heart towards the wall in front of you, reaching towards the ceiling. And back up to center. Bound angle or star pose. For star, reach under your ankles for your toes. And round your back, pull your belly button into your spine, engage your abs to help round out your shoulders on your back. Option here for turtle. Reaching behind you, palms face up. Sleeping turtle. Unwind if you're in sleeping turtle. Make your way to a comfortable seated position. Do a little bumblebee breath today. Bring your pinkies to your eye creases, your thumbs to your ear flaps. On the exhale, close your ear flaps, hum. We'll do this for 5 breaths. Release your hands to your lap. Palms face up. Take a few normal breaths. Final resting pose. Shavasana. You're welcome to stay in meditation posture as well. As you get comfortable in Shavasana or your meditation pose, take a few breaths to trace up and down your spine. Follow the inhale to the crown of your head. And then exhale, let it go. Release any breath control and surrender. O Divine One, you enlighten my darkness. With you I can withstand any hardship. In you I find my courage. Start to bring movement back into your body. And as you're ready, make your way onto one side. Cradle your head in your arms. And take your time, join me in the seated position with your hands at heart center. And we'll close with a little prayer. You can repeat after me. O Divine One, you enlighten my darkness. With you I can withstand any hardship. In you I find my courage. Thank everyone for joining Yoga 2 practice this afternoon. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. If you have comments or questions, please put them in the comment bar. I'll come check on those in a moment. And if you enjoyed the class and you're able to, there are several ways you can contribute to Santosha School. Donation, you can buy a class pack, or if you're not able to financially commit, please help us with a Google or Facebook review. Namaste. Coming over there so I can see what it says. Hi, Deanna. Andrea, are you practicing with a baby? Hi, Heidi. Oh, it's really nice to see all of your bubbles, although I miss seeing you in person. Thank you, Stephanie. Hope we didn't go too crazy with the inversions, but it felt nice. Breathing and meditation every day of the week at 8:30. And yoga, check the schedule. We've got lots going on there. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Look forward to seeing you soon.